Live from KSAT 12, the News at Noon starts right now.
Welcome to a special edition of the News at Noon. We are live at the Hannah Landa Memorial Library in the beautiful Monte Vista neighborhood.
Good afternoon. Yeah, and Courtney and I are in the library's teen room here. It is a cozy little nook, or known as the YA section,
right?
Young adult.
Young adult section.
And this is a section where you can just really get lost in for several hours in a good book. Courtney, you and I are big readers.
Yes.
What was your favorite YA book when you were a teen?
I had a go-to favorite, Bridge to Terabithia. Yes. I mean, it's a sad one, but just the imagination and, you know, that friendship.
Were you not a Twilight girl?
I was not a Twilight girl.
Oh.
Obviously, Harry Potter doesn't count.
Yeah, I told her, not Harry Potter. We love Harry Potter. We know we love you. And we're going to be talking about Harry Potter trivia later in the show. But, hey, so why are we here at the library?
There are a lot of reasons that we're here. Obviously, it's important that we talk about how crucial books are for education, but specifically free books. There are a lot of libraries around town, but not everyone has them in their neighborhood. So stick with us during the show. We're going to mention some of those for you.
Yeah, and it's summer.
Yes.
So we know, you're a parent.
Yes.
Parents are trying to keep up with their kiddos, trying to find ways to keep them busy, and a good way to keep them busy. And the San Antonio Public Libraries has so many free options for the kids for the summer. Yeah, and it's not only just the books, it's so many activities, the programming, to make sure that they're using their brains, because this is what we call the summer slide. Okay. It happens often, and when kids are not in school, they can sometimes, make sure they're just playing games outside, but these activities that boost the brain power, so important. So they're not losing some of the momentum that they build up during the school year. My daughter's a toddler, so we're a little bit on the lower part of that spectrum, but engaging her in activities. Thank goodness for the internet, y'all. They come up with lots of good brain activities for us. But we wanted to get an expert in here to talk about avoiding the summer slide with some amazing programming. So we have with us Kiana Stevens, the manager of this gorgeous Landa Branch Library. Thank you so much, first of all, for inviting us here. We've been setting up and having so much fun just looking at the beautiful books and all of these winding rooms in this historic place.
So glad to have you here.
Yeah, and so will you talk to us about some of the programming that you have? I know it's a wide array.
We do. We have activities for all ages, from our youngest visitors all the way up to our oldest seniors. We have baby time and toddler time. We have outdoor story times. We have magic shows. We have music shows, all kinds of things.
Okay, I'll be bringing my daughter here.
Yes.
Probably tomorrow.
Wonderful.
It sounds amazing.
Tomorrow at Landa, we have a bubble party happening. Al's Funhouse is going to be in the pavilion area.
Oh my gosh.
With all kinds of bubbles and music, and kids can get put inside of a bubble, which is like my favorite part of the whole thing.
Well, we'll be here. Awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wonderful.
This is going to be amazing.
Wonderful.
This is right up my daughter's alley.
Yes.
So basically, we talk about all these fun activities, but there's a reason we're doing this. How do you see, as the manager of this library, this improving the actual literacy and engagement in kids in our area?
Sure. So libraries are really important for that exact reason. We want to put books in kids' hands, but we also want them to engage in the community in other ways.
Right.
Getting their families together. We really like intergenerational programming too, which baby times and toddler times, a lot of grandparents will come with their littles, caregivers, nannies, whoever, and then it's just as important for the littles to see that their grown-ups are interacting too and building a community. Lots of friendships are made through library programming.
That makes me so happy. And we talk a lot about parents, so I'm glad that you mentioned other caregivers. To see other people interacting with them is so important. And I will be seeing that tomorrow when I'm here for the bubble party.
It's going to be, everybody is going to be here for that, all ages.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for updating us on all of that. We have much more also on KSAT.com, but thank you again for having us. We're so excited to be on the road at the Landa Library. So thank you, Kiana. Of course. And like we just said, there is a lot that you can do here. The library's summer programs, scan the QR code right now on your screen, and you'll be able to go to all of those programs. Maybe you'll come to the bubble party with me and my daughter. Sarah, you're invited.
Oh, thanks.
We'll put you in a big bubble.
Well, I mean, why is it just for kids? I think parents also have a good time too.
Yeah. All right. And so we're inside, out of the humidity. Justin's going to tell us all about what's going on right now. Look at those clouds outside with live cam. Kind of gray out there.
A little bit.
A little gray, Justin. Are we going to get any rain?
There's a chance. And by the way, guys, since you're at the library, my favorite book when I was like, around 10 years old or so, Hank the Cow Dog. Do they have those still? I don't know. One of my favorite series. I don't know if they're still around, but it's very entertaining. Anyway, rainfall. Yes, we do have some showers starting to pop up on the radar, especially south of San Antonio, starting to see some pop-up downpours in the hill country. What you're going to notice with this activity is it's not going to move very much. It's going to drop some pretty heavy rain if you are lucky enough to get underneath one of these showers or storms. So expect some of that activity today. Right now over San Antonio, we still have a lot of cloud cover, but once that goes away, we'll get some sun and it will start to destabilize a little bit, and I think we'll have some chances here in town. 81 degrees at the airport, already up to near 90 in Kerrville because they've had more sun, and that's where we're starting to see some of those showers and storms take shape. So a 30% chance of rain today, high temperature 95, but it'll feel warmer than that. More rain chances on the way too. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a couple minutes.
Justin, thank you. And of course, we're going to be talking all things books and free access to books. Yeah. But of course, it's always a busy day in the KSAT 12 newsroom.
Right. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today.
Drivers on State Highway 151 will continue to use the frontage road to access Loop 1604 for the next year or so. But eventually, you'll have new options. As part of the 151 expansion project, TxDOT crews will construct a flyover ramp to Loop 1604 North. It'll address issues that came up during one of our Know My Neighborhood stories. The project estimated to be completed either in late 2026 or early 2027.
An hours-long standoff at a motel in Pearsall, likely tied to a silver alert out of Indiana, ended peacefully late last night. That's according to the Texas Department of Public Safety. A DPS spokesperson said those involved peacefully surrendered. You can read the entire backstory right now on KSAT.com.
A wanted man is dead after a gun battle with San Antonio police officers on the east side last night. That man was out on parole for aggravated sexual assault of a child. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says SWAT officers asked the suspect to surrender. That's when the chief says the suspect came out with a handgun and fired 4 or 5 shots at officers. Police say 2 SWAT officers fired back and hit the man. The 52-year-old suspect later died at the hospital. McManus says no officers were hurt in the shooting.
Do you expect to see a surge anytime soon?
We're always on the lookout.
Whether that's by boat or on land, Border Patrol is responsible for keeping people and things that aren't supposed to be here out. Our Danielle Ibarra rode along with agents patrolling the Rio Grande and sat down with the Del Rio sector's chief patrol agent to talk about migration numbers and his agency's relationship with the state. Tonight on the Night Beat, you'll get an exclusive look at how Border Patrol is doing their job in Eagle Pass.
A tiny library on the far south side is offering neighbors the chance to find their next favorite book. And it's all thanks to a Girl Scout troop's effort to commemorate the city's tricentennial.
You can find public libraries in neighborhoods all over the city, but it's a different story south of Loop 410.
All the highways that run through the rural parts of the south side of San Antonio, there's not much for literacy out here.
How locals are working to make sure people have access to free books and why that access is so important.
And welcome back. We are live from Landa Library, north of downtown in the Monte Vista neighborhood.
And let's check back in, Sarah, real quick about why we're here. We're here because books are life-changing. Free books specifically, and access is key to that. So we wanted to talk about how these books shape futures.
Exactly, and why it's important to focus on areas that may not have access to those free books. They're known as library deserts,
library deserts. Yeah, and there's so many in San Antonio, and we're going to go into that. One of the ones we specifically found was south of 410. In a world of technology, books are sometimes set aside. But simply having physical books in your home can alter a child's future. The National Assessment of Educational Progress has the proof. Their studies show kids who have print reading materials do better academically and have better literacy outcomes. which is why this next part is tough to see. This is a Department of Education map showing annual circulation of children's library materials. The school districts in dark purple had 0. That includes the big districts south of 410, including East Central ISD, Southside, Southwest, and Somerset. We checked with all of them, and there are no public library services at any of those districts. And this year, no summer reading programs. Resources are too strapped.
All the highways that run through the rural parts of the south side of San Antonio, there's not much for literacy out here.
April Monterosa is the publisher of Live from the Southside magazine, dedicated to showcasing the Southside culture and identifying community needs. Monterosa knows one of those is books. Inside 410, there are 2 great libraries, Bibliotech here being one of them with great resources. And so is the Cortez Library, but once you head south of 410, there's not much like this. Luckily, there is this Elmendorf Community Library, but the only other access is tiny libraries like this. There are about 6 across this area and 7 outside Somerset ISD campuses. Community members say these might be the answer.
I don't have the capital to build a library, unfortunately, so yes, right now we do our boots on the ground stuff and try to pop these up at our local businesses.
And we checked with the San Antonio Public Library System, the communications director saying they build libraries based on population and need. The director says the idea has come up in conversation, but they have no active plans to build a full library south of 410. While they do have a massive online catalog available to anyone, on the far south side, many people don't have good internet access. So Monterosa is hoping neighbors will step up.
You see garage sales out here, and you'll see a pile of books. Instead of trying to sell them, come and pop them in these little libraries.
And if you need books in your home, go ahead and take them with you. Share the magic of reading with your kiddos and watch them thrive. And if you want to help set up one of these little libraries outside of your church or your restaurant or your business, or you just want to help with the project of creating more literacy in your area, make sure you reach out to Monterosa. She'll be waiting for your call or your email, and all of that contact information is on KSAT.com.
Thank you, Courtney. Such a wonderful story.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a look outside with Live Cam. You know, Justin, we have some clouds sticking around. We're going to be outside in a little bit looking at the library garden. Are we going to get any drizzle or rain today?
I don't think we're going to get any rain in the short term, guys, but once we get into the afternoon, once some of these clouds actually clear out of the way, that'll actually give us a better shot at getting some downpours. The clouds, in the meantime, are holding down temperatures. The aquifer up a foot. That rain did wonders yesterday to 629.1. And your pollen count, this is the downside of the rain. Molds very high at 16,900. That's a huge number. Will we see more rain, and for how much longer? We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
Welcome back. We are at Landa Library, and there's so many families out here,
Yes.
Courtney, spending time also outside.
Yeah, a beautiful playground out there. It was packed in the parking lot. But we also noticed, both of us immediately got out of the car and were like, humidity here. There's a lot of humidity, Justin. So I'm assuming that's sticking around.
Yeah, the barometer is off the charts today. Yes, a lot of humidity, and that could lead to some showers and storms. 81 degrees right now here in San Antonio, 84 New Braunfels. Kerrville, one of the hot spots. You don't see that too often. Near 90 there. They've seen more sun. And that is starting to create some showers and storms. Let me show you the satellite picture real quick before we get to radar. And I'll show you that we had some showers earlier around San Antonio, created a cloud deck, and that's sitting over us right now. One of the reasons we're not seeing much here in San Antonio. It's going to take this cloud deck to kind of go away, and then we need to get destabilized with some sun before we're going to get any showers or storms here. But as I said up around Kerrville, they've been seeing full sun, and that is allowing these showers and storms now to develop there. It's going to be hit or miss today as far as rainfall goes. And if you look at Futurecast here, it does show the scattering of showers and storms, but building some as we head into the afternoon. Maybe a little bit more coverage on the radar as we get towards, say, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Let me show you the Authority radar right now. We looked into the future. Let's look at the now. And this is where we're seeing some of those downpours in Bandera County, right around the city of Medina. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit closer. We got a lightning strike with this one. You'll notice that we got that purple color there. That's heavy rain. It's just very localized. So you kind of got to get lucky to get any sort of good rain. This is just off of Highway 16, so within the city of Medina, but off the main highway there. Otherwise, we've got other similar type pop-ups. So one starting to take shape there around Lakey, one just north of Camp Wood, and you'll also notice these are not moving much. And that'll be the kind of the nature of this activity. It pops up, it drops a lot of good heavy rain, and probably rains itself out, and then it puts down some outflow boundaries, and maybe we get some more to develop elsewhere. Also seeing some activity between Jourdanton and Kennedy and just southwest of Karnes City. So good to see all this rain on the radar. Hopefully you get somewhere you are. And one of the reasons why I think we're seeing quite a bit is we've got good moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. There's some tropical moisture that's starting to surge in, and that's going to be around tomorrow and on Friday. This kind of greenish color here, the light green, that represents the thickest moisture. And when you have that kind of moisture around, a lot of times you can get these showers and downpours to develop. And they just kind of drift around, and we'll drop some heavy rain here and there. We saw that yesterday. So our rain chances with that good moisture around, 30% next few days. Today, tomorrow, and Friday. By Saturday, I think it drops off a little bit, and by next week, we're not going to see much at all as high pressure begins to build back in. So our forecast today, 94 at 3 o'clock, 95 at 4 p.m. There's your 30% chance of rain. East southeasterly winds anywhere from 5 to 10. And then rain chances will start to drop off this evening with the loss of daytime heating. And we'll do this all again tomorrow. 30% chance Thursday, as we said, 95, 94 Friday. Hey, yeah, these clouds are really helping temperatures not to get all that hot. But by next week, as high pressure builds in, we'll see those numbers return to near 100. 97 on Sunday, 98 both Monday and Tuesday.
It's easy to miss, but a small library on the far south side has the potential to make a big impact. Why neighbors say they appreciate it, especially in their community.
Welcome back. We are taking our noon show live on the road. And Courtney, now we are in the Landa Library and the lobby area. It's very busy. We have lots of families coming in and out, volunteers coming in and out. It's beautiful. If you hear an echo, it's because of this beautiful ceiling.
Look at the ceiling.
That's
stunning.
Right above us. That's one of my favorite parts of this library. Okay, so were you a Girl Scout?
I was not a Girl Scout, unfortunately.
Neither was I, and I kind of wish I was. Because we know our Girl Scouts, they do so much for the community, especially when it comes to promoting literacy and having access to free books.
Yeah, and Tiffany Huertas is telling us about a project that's helping families that are in growing neighborhoods that do not have a public library there. So she's taking us to a specific neighborhood south of 1604 near I-37.
Girl Scout Troop 300 placed this little library here in this community because there is no nearby public library. Now, the way it works is you take a book and then you leave a book so someone else can read it.
It's kind of quiet. We've had a lot of growth in this area.
As this community expands, more families with children are moving into this area. And this little free library, located in front of Janie's property, is ensuring everyone has access to books.
I didn't know the Girl Scouts had put that there, and I just all of a sudden saw it one day. I said, that's kind of neat.
We first told you about this story back in 2018, when Girl Scout Troop 300 started to build 300 mini libraries for the city's tricentennial celebration. With help from the community, they built the little libraries and placed them around Bexar County, including at this site near Old Campbellton Road and Mathis Road.
Reading, it sort of like stretches your imagination, kinda, and it just, you can learn a lot of stuff when you read.
Little Free Library is a nonprofit organization based in Minnesota with a mission to inspire readers and expand book access for everyone. On its website, you can locate the nearest Little Free Library in your area. Janie values the importance of reading and says the project can make a difference.
People are falling behind on reading. I think it's really important to get a head start, and even during the summertime, pick up a book, keep on reading.
When her grandkids visit, she will make sure to stop by the little library.
More than 400 million books have been shared through registered Little Free Libraries. To learn more, visit KSAT.com. Reporting from South Bexar County, Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Such a great story that Tiffany did. Another example of how these little libraries are so important. And that's one of the reasons that I love taking the Noon Show on the road. We're here at this gorgeous gem inside of our city, and we get to meet a bunch of people. We're just having so much fun being out here in the community.
It's not the only reason why to show off the beautiful architecture here at Landa. We're also talking about other different library branches within the San Antonio area and what they have to offer, lots of different activities, and why it's also so important to have access to free books, especially in the summer.
And you need to stay with us. Here's a look at what's coming up in the next half hour.
There's a whole lot more at the library, and a lot of it actually happens outdoors.
Your local library has a lot more to offer than just books. After the break, a look at some of the amenities you may not have known existed.
Welcome back. We are live on the road for our noon show today at Landa Library. I am now outside to talk about, because San Antonio Public Libraries offer so much more than just free access to books and indoor activities for families, but also outdoor activities. Just behind me here at Landa, we have a beautiful playground and garden, and it's not just here at Landa Library where you have access to things like trails and playgrounds. So let's take a look at places where you can expand not just your mind, but also your body.
There's a whole lot more at the library, and a lot of it actually happens outdoors. Libraries are fully fledged community centers.
Enrich your mind and body outside next time you visit the library.
And a lot of people engage themselves not just with their mind, but also with their body. And so many of our locations offer amenities for people to play, explore, exercise, walk, get outside, and kind of enjoy the nature of their communities.
Scott Williams with the San Antonio Public Library says you can do just that at Mission Library on the city's south side, located to Mission San Jose. There are 2 playgrounds on its campus, exercise equipment, several outdoor seating areas, and a community garden. But it's not just here where you can enjoy the outdoors while visiting a library.
We have 8 locations that have playgrounds. We have 8 locations that have adult fitness centers. We have 4 locations that have walking trails. One of my favorite types of libraries are the ones that are actually located inside of or right next to a park.
Like San Pedro Branch Library, located next to the oldest municipal park in Texas, San Pedro Springs Park, complete with trails and a swimming pool. Williams says San Antonio Public Library's goal is to not just provide free books and resources, but meeting the community where they are and to bring people together.
It's not just about books, it's about an access point for expanding your mind, expanding your body, expanding your experience, expanding your connection with your community, because it's also a place to meet other people who are like-minded, like you.
And one of my favorite things about a lot of these public libraries are the gardens. I'm a garden girl, big time gardener. I have my gardening series, KSAT, Gardening with KSAT, and I'm joined here by the president of the Landa Garden Conservancy, Catherine Vexler. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so you guys, you volunteer and you basically take care of the beautiful grounds and gardens here at Landa Library.
We do. Landa Gardens Conservancy was established in 2004 as a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to maintain and beautify the 5 acres that surround the library, which includes the playground, gardens, pathways, benches, and it's just a beautiful place to come and relax and enjoy and take a break from the busy city life, and we just take pride in our little oasis here in the community.
It definitely is an oasis, and I know the community is definitely enjoying it. There's not a parking spot available because so many families are out here enjoying the gardens, enjoying the playgrounds. Why is it so important that our community not just has free access to books, but free access to beauty and nature like this?
Well, again, it's just a nice break from the busy daily lives we all have, and to come be in nature and see the native plants local to San Antonio. And there is Wi-Fi out here. You can come do some work if you feel like it, or just come and relax, and to see the children enjoying the playground is really lovely. And it's just a calm, relaxing, beautiful place that everyone can enjoy.
And we can't see it from here, but they have native pollinator garden. You guys have vegetable garden as well. And if someone wants to come out and help out with, the pollinator garden, the veggie garden, or the playground, how can they volunteer?
We do have a community garden, like you were mentioning, and it changes seasonally. It is all volunteer run. Every third Thursday, the volunteers come. Everyone is welcome. We are always happy to accept volunteers for anything on the grounds, as well as donations. We are 100% donation funded, and it takes a village.
It definitely does, as a gardener myself, especially in this South Texas heat, to keep these plants healthy and alive. And someone might say, okay, well, I don't know anything about gardening. It doesn't matter, right? Because you guys will help them.
Exactly. Whether it's watering, whether it's pulling weeds, there's something for every skill level available here.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you're doing. Oh, I love a good gardening story. Okay, Justin, it's really humid out here. Probably, if you're going to be out and about outside gardening, maybe do it now before things start to heat up even more.
Yeah, some good advice. And by the way, everything is so green around you. It looks so great. The rain, I think, has helped a little bit with that. But the trees, the plants, man, they do a great job out there. Really, really beautiful. All right, let's look at the radar. Could we get some more healthy rains today? Boy, that would just be icing on the cake, wouldn't it? We've got some showers and storms starting to take shape across the hill country. We showed you some of those earlier. A couple just to the west of Lakey. Those are heavy downpours. You may see a lightning strike or two, but the main takeaway here is that rain's going to come down heavy. You may see some brief street flooding, depending on where these are. But it's not severe or anything like that. It's just good garden variety rain. And I want to show you, we had a couple more showers and storms developing to our east too, just to the west of Hallettsville around Shiner. Saw a nice little downpour there in between Gonzales and Shiner. It did produce some lightning strikes, and then we have some activity south towards Kennedy in between Jourdanton and Kennedy. Not a lot yet here in San Antonio. As I said, we had those clouds earlier, so it's kind of keeping things at bay for right now. But I think by the afternoon, we will get a chance even here in town. Very quickly, I want to show you a beautiful shot out of George West down to the south. Nearly 3 inches of rain from yesterday, and that is good to see. Our forecast today, 30% chance of rain. I'd say between roughly 2 and 7 o'clock. And then by 8 o'clock, we'll start to bring those rain chances down. It'll be partly cloudy tonight. And if you don't get rain today, there are more chances ahead. 95 is our high. We're going to talk about the rain chances the next few days and what the weekend looks like, too, coming up in just a couple minutes.
A battle for the ages as two Harry Potter fans, Sarah and I, went head-to-head in a game of trivia. Now it's time for a rematch after the break.
What is Voldemort's real name? Courtney.
Tom Marvolo Riddle.
Yes. How many staircases are in Hogwarts? Courtney.
152.
Wrong. 142. Correct. Okay.
I'm still upset about, I'm still upset about this.
Our faces, I was so nervous and serious.
I'm nervous right now.
Okay, we're nervous because we're doing it again. Yeah. So I won the first trivia challenge, and you can watch the whole thing. It's about a 4-minute video on KSAT.com. 6-minute video. Thank you, Azian Bermia, our photojournalist.
Look at you wielding the trophy.
Not that I'm bragging about it or anything. Okay, so that's just part of it. But we're gonna have another little quiz right now.
Yes,
right?
You won the first time, but this is winner takes all. So let's get to it. Justin is gonna be. Justin, are you handling this situation?
I am. I've been recruited to be your quiz master. I'm very excited about this. The rules are simple. Amazing. You have a stack of cards with spells from the Harry Potter series. So I'll read a scenario, and you go through the cards to find the spell that matches. Okay? Are you ready?
Okay, ready.
All right. First one. What spell would you use to bring an object to you?
Wait,
I know.
It's not a race. Yeah.
Accio.
It's not a race.
No, it is. It's a race. It's Accio.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Accio.
Okay, but you don't say it immediately.
Oh, wait, what? So we don't say it? You show it. Oh, we show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Oh, okay. I messed up. Okay.
So
that was practice.
So it is whoever does first. Okay.
I think you guys got that right.
Go ahead. Second question.
Okay, so here we go. Imagine you're a wizard on the run, hiding from humans. What spell would you use to see if any humans are following you?
Main Revelio.
I don't know. Yeah. You're not supposed to say it. You're supposed to show it.
Exactly. I showed it at the same time.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Not that we're competitive about this at all.
Okay. Here's round 3, I think. What if you want to set something on fire?
Hold on.
Incendio.
Yeah, incendio.
Ooh.
Knowing Latin helps here.
Yes, it does. I'm learning a lot myself. All right. Lastly, I think this spell repels dementors and produces a patronus.
Expecto patronum.
Yeah, you got it.
Expecto patronum.
Okay. Oh, I think there's one more.
Is that the last one?
No, there's one more. There's one more.
Okay.
Okay, so what spell would you use if you want to confuse someone?
Stupefy. Oh, no. Confundo.
Oh. Yes. I think Courtney got this one. I hate to say it, but yeah, I think, Courtney, you nailed it.
Was that the last one?
It was.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to give this to you.
I might cry.
I'm going to let you borrow it and just hold it for a little bit on your desk.
For the next one.
Until next time, Courtney.
Yeah!
You guys are awesome. You really are. And listen,
hey,
there's not two more big Harry Potter fans in the newsroom than those two right there.
No, we're not. But hey, Harry Potter is a really big deal here.
Okay, come back out to us real quick. We've got a surprise.
Before we go to weather, Harry Potter is such a big deal, not just with us, but in the community, and they have a hard time even having open books here, their Harry Potter books.
Right, so when we were setting this up with the library, they mentioned we wanted these books. We brought these personally. We had some folks on our crew bring these because they do not have Harry Potter books here. So our photographer, Asian, went out and bought these, and KSAT is now going to be donating 3 of the Harry Potter books to the Landa Library.
So they have more available because they're such a hot commodity. It's like their #1 best not seller, but rented out.
Right. And to be able to see this beautiful library and how crowded it is and how much people love it here, it's really special for us to be a part of it. So hopefully we'll start to reel more in. So
maybe if there's more people in the community that want to donate Harry Potter books, go ahead and do so. Okay, Justin.
Yeah.
Weather.
That's awesome, guys, by the way. I love that. That's very cool. Okay, very quickly, let's just pull up the radar. I want to show you that we've got some showers and storms around. We're going to see some more as the afternoon wears on. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Thank you for being back with us. We're at the Landa Library, and thank you to the Landa Library for hosting us. That is their playground outside. It is gorgeous out there, Courtney.
And it's filled with kids, too. So now it's your turn. We just did our trivia. Let me just hold up my script.
Okay.
Let me just hold up my script. Oh, what's that? Okay.
Okay.
We just did our
trivia. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to win the next Harry Potter. We're tied.
We are tied. She won the next one.
I won the first
So it's good. We each got one. Okay, sorry, we'll stop. Here's a trivia for you. Question for all of you viewers out there. What is San Antonio's oldest library built as a branch? Nobody in here? Answer. We're going to give you a few seconds. Okay, yell it out to the person you're next to. If you said the San Pedro Branch Library, you are correct. You knew that one, obviously.
I knew that one because I kind of did the story. So myself and photojournalist Asian Bermia, we got a chance to walk around their beautiful grounds and learn all about it. Take a look.
The San Pedro Branch Library was built in 1929, opened in 1930. It was designed by a very famous architect firm of the time, father and son, Robert and Atlee Ayers. And they were responsible for many prominent houses in Monte Vista. The oldest library that was built as a library branch, that's the way we classify it. There were other branches before this, but they were rented out space, and one is in an ice house and in various different places. And there was always a central library, but this is the first built as a branch. Small, but it's just a beautiful piece of architecture. I loved the history. Some of the rooms were actually screened-in porch because they had, the breeze blowing through. There was no air conditioning. There's big windows. And I love the natural light that we have in here. The history of San Antonio really emanates from the springs here in San Pedro. This park is the oldest municipal park in Texas. It's probably the 10th oldest in the United States. it's a gem, and I hope a lot of people in San Antonio come visit and see this place, because it's very important for our history.
Incredible history, and still beautiful after all these years. Really good stuff there. Okay, let's check the authority radar, because we've got more showers and downpours really starting to take shape here as we get into the lunch hour. Nothing over San Antonio right now, so if you're heading out the door here in San Antonio, you need not worry. But if you're watching us from, say, Divine, you've got some pop-up downpours around you. I know the farmers are loving this down there around Moore and Divine off to the west of Natalia. If you're, again, lucky enough to be underneath one of these downpours, you will get some good rain. We've seen some activity around Jourdanton. That's kind of died down, but we're seeing new activity develop around Charlotte. We've had some activity in the Hill Country. A pretty nice looking storm here. Quite a few lightning strikes. In fact, we're counting about 39. So this is getting a little more intense just to the west of Carson City. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. This is mainly over rural areas. But just to the north of Fashing and north of Peggy, just to the northeast of Campbellton is where we're getting some pretty heavy rain at this hour. And then also in New Cell, forming right over Kennedy, you're getting some rain there. We could go on and on. This is going to be kind of the theme of the day, where you get these little pop-ups, but where you do, the rain's coming down heavy right around Gonzales now, a new one that has just developed kind of from the outflow of the old storm that was over here, probably pushing an outflow and helping to develop new storms. And this one's just north of Tunnel on 183, but it is definitely heavy. That's some of that blinding rain. So if you're driving down 183, or if you have plans to, know that the rain is going to be pretty heavy. It's one of those situations where you just kind of drive into a wall of water. There is so much moisture in the atmosphere, and these will be very efficient rain producers. So let's look at the futurecast here, and it continues to show that by the afternoon, we'll see more and more of these pop-up showers and storms really start to take shape. And we're not looking for severe weather. It's just these good garden variety downpours. 81 right now, 84 in New Braunfels. We're up to 90 in Kerrville, a place that has seen quite a bit more sun. We've been kind of shrouded in clouds until now here in San Antonio. But with the clouds now starting to shift out, we should see things get a little more unstable. It does feel like 95 though outside, still very humid. And we've got a heat index of 100 at Stinson. Know that the heat index probably jumps up to 100 or above by the afternoon. So it's still going to be pretty steamy out there. And there's that cloud cover I was talking about. Finally starting to kind of fade away. And where we've seen clear skies, now you're starting to get these storms to bubble up. And this is an area right here where I would imagine we're going to see some more activity, because we're seeing full sun there. And so it'll be hit or miss, outflow boundaries kind of floating around, helping to create new activity. But we're going to put the rain chance at 30% today, 93 at 3 o'clock, 95's our high, and then we'll bring rain chances down tonight with the loss of daytime heating. Rain chances 30% today, tomorrow, and Friday, and then we'll drop them off a little bit this weekend. Temperatures will stay in pretty good shape, mid-90s next few days. It does get hotter, though, next week. We'll be right back.
We are having the best time being on the road at the Landa Library. We love being outside too with all of our community members.
We love it.
You know who gets to do that all the time is SA Live. So we feel you. We know why you guys love your job so much.
I know, you guys have so much fun, Jen and Fiona.
And food is what we do. And that is why Jen is holding this
Look at
plate.
this. Yes, we have El Pastor, El Mi Señor, and they are open again. They took a little break and they're back. And we are going to see how they make these delicious tacos. I wonder how many they sell a day, Fiona. A lot, right? A lot.
A plethora.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, and get ready to dance the night away. The Peso Pluma concert is coming up on July 27th, and one lucky KSAT insider is going to win 4 tickets. So stick around and find out all the deets on how you can enter to win.
Yes, and shout out to those insiders. You know, San Antonio is ranked number 6 as the best place to come visit by a national publication. So we want to know today, what would you put in a gift basket? This goes to you, Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes. Welcome to San Antonio. I'm going to give you guys this. This is what I would put. You got to have your tea, right? Your sweet tea.
Something in the basket that you would think would represent San Antonio. It could be 3 things, 5 things, whatever you want it to be. But scan that QR code and let us know. All right. Well, the winners of the 2024 BSFL League champions, San Antonio Warriors, are here, along with some members of the organization. We're going to chat with them about their victory. Plus, we've got insider deals, some great summer savings on beauty products. Who doesn't love that? I mean, like 70% off. That's what we do. We do food and we save you money. You're very welcome. All right, all that and more when SA Live continues in just a few.
All right, one last quick check of the radar. Still seeing showers and storms developing around the area. Nothing over San Antonio right now, but we have about a 30% chance this afternoon. Temperatures will eventually make their way into the 90s. If you do see one of these downpours, know that you'll get some good heavy rain, maybe some lightning and thunder, but not any severe weather. And a couple more chances next few days of seeing these downpours. Courtney and Sarah?
Justin, thank you so much. And I know the garden, especially at KSAT here at Land Library, have been loving those downpours. And did you know that at some libraries, they have seed libraries where you can go and get free packets of seeds for fruits, vegetables, pollinator gardens, all kinds of seeds. And I show you one. Just head to KSAT's Instagram page and you can learn all about it.
Wow, that's so amazing. I love all your gardening stories. And this has been so fun doing this.
It's so much fun.
I mean, the weather's beautiful outside. We see the kids playing. We've seen packed families here checking out books. Please take advantage of your public libraries. We do have a lot of information on where those are on KSAT.com. And thanks so much for being with us for this on-the-road version of the News at Noon.
Yes, thank you so much to San Antonio Public Libraries for letting us be here.
Intrude.
Hey, well, SA Live starts now.